Bom dia. You know us. We spend a lot of time showing you our retirement or semi-retirement, the one we have created overseas. What we are really talking about is the retirement gamble that we have taken. In the USA, many people are finding themselves looking around and wondering how they are going to get through as they age, let alone actually having some sort of quality to the last part of life. Some, like us, have moved overseas. Is it worth it? Let's talk about it. We hope you will find our journey helpful as you work to navigate your own. It'll be fun. Vai ser divertido. We hope you are ready because today we are taking you on a whirlwind tour of 5 spectacular walks on the island of Madeira. Are they the best ones? Sure. But ask us next week and we'll tell you something different. What we really want you to do is enjoy the beautiful scenery and plan to do some walks of your own when you visit the island. There are walks here for every age and every physical level. We will be seeing the following levadas or veritas. First, we will take you along on Arriero to Orevo, which is the hardest peak-to-peak walk that is 10.5 kilometers long, located along the highest peaks of the island. Up next, we are off to view a wonderful waterfall on a walk starting above Ponta do Sol on the south side of the island. This walk is moderate and only 8.5 kilometers round trip. You won't want to miss it. After that, we go see part of the Lower Silva Forest while walking on Levada do Rei, or King's Levada. This is an easy walk that is 9.7 kilometers there and back. Then off the walk Vereda do Lorano. This point-to-point walk starts in Machico and is considered hard, coming in at 12.1 kilometers. We don't think it is hard, maybe just long. And lastly, we take you to a favorite, Lagoa do Vento, located in Harabaçao. It is a circular walk, about 6.7 kilometers long and considered hard. Plan to take your knee brace for this one. I'm Alan. I'm here with my wife Leslie, our son Wolf, our dog Greer, and Rex the cat. We are from the United States and now live in Portugal on the beautiful island of Madeira. This was the life-changing decision. We'd like to thank all our subscribers for being here and would appreciate it if you would please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll receive notifications of our new videos, if you've not done so already. We are viewer supported. If you enjoy our videos, we invite you to join our Patreon community. Did you know that 25% of Americans feel they will never actually be able to retire and 10% will live in poverty during their golden years? No one plans to be in this situation. We all think either that we have saved enough or that we will just save more tomorrow. Well, tomorrow comes fast. It may seem like 40 years, but is really just around the corner. But when adults over 60 were asked if they had enough money for retirement, only 48% thought they were on track. What has happened? Why is retirement such a gamble? When we were young, or maybe not so young, company pensions started going by the wayside. Today, only 21% of Americans actually have access to a traditional pension. Today, about 54% of Americans are offered retirement programs through their company's called 401k. Americans can also invest in IRAs. These individual retirement accounts are opened outside of what an employer offers. About 33% take part. In the 1980s, when all this started changing, we really knew nothing about these things and the education never really happened for most Americans. So, we signed up for the recommended mutual fund with a recommended risk level for our age. We thought it was a set it and forget it kind of thing. We were wrong. So if we were lucky sometime in our 40s, we realized we were screwed and did something about it. But many Americans didn't, or just not enough. So now what? Well, for us, it was time to get educated and start saving and investing. We had to go for the three-pointer. Do you realize that if you put your money into a mutual fund that has 2% fees attached to it and save for 30 years, about a third of your earnings will go to the fund manager? Jack Bogle once said the mutual funds are the only investment where you put up all the money, take all the risk, and receive only 30% of the return. The rest goes to the fund manager. Don't believe me? Grab yourself a compounding calculator and run the numbers. And we wonder why so many good people are finding themselves coming up short.
In a brief intermission, I'd like to remind you that we are taking part in International Living's Overseas Summit on July 10th, 11th, and 12th. To secure your spot in this free summit, sign up in our description below.
What other options are out there at this point? Well, depending on your current age, you may still have plenty. If you're a little older, you may have fewer, but trust me, it's not over. Let's touch on a few ideas. 1. You can dive in and embrace the FIRE method for 10 years. 2. Downsize your home and move to a lower cost of living area. 3. Move overseas to find adventure, a more costed lifestyle. 4. Build a commune, compound, or live together in a group. 5. You combine all of them and create your own version. Let's talk about how these can work. Reminder, we are talking about the retirement gamble. We are all on this road. Some of us get to the end and win big. Many do not. If you do some research, you will find a group of people that are on what is called a FIRE journey, which simply put is financial independence, retire early. Or if you are late to the party, maybe yours is just going to be an FI journey, financial independence. The goal is to save enough money in about 10 years in order to be financially independent for the rest of your life, which means saving about 60% of what you bring in. The idea is to reduce your expenses through downsizing, living below your means, but still have a quality of life. Just no new car, no car payment, big fancy TVs, things that we all know that we really do not need. Get rid of the house with the big formal living room and dining rooms we never use. Next step is to increase your income. It can be done through your current work and creating side hustles. Rent out a room in your house. Create a masterclass. Build a YouTube channel. Grow pot. Oops, sorry. The goal is to save enough money and build side incomes in about 10 years that will allow you to be financially independent for the rest of your life. We have talked about the FIRE movement before, probably because we like it. We all have so many things in our lives that we do not need. We just collected them. I bet you have wonderful things like smart TVs, high-end convection ovens, marble counters in the kitchen, dogs with papers, subscriptions to things we don't even use. You may also discover that you are paying for mutual funds that make no more than an index fund that costs a fraction of the price. Take a look at your accounts. It may just be time for a full review. You may even be able to downsize your house. How about selling it and moving across town? As we age, many of us have a side hustle in the form of a rental property. Maybe you can reduce expenses by renting out your house and living in a smaller rental property. Or if you live in an expensive area of the country and are not tied down by a job, it might just be time to move to that trailer in Florida. As we went through our journey, we created side hustles in order to allow us to save more. We took control of our finances, learning to invest online, and downsize all of our expenses. We drove 12-year-old cars that were paid for. Heck, now I drive a 50-year-old car that is paid for. And because we lived in an expensive area, we knew we were going to have to sell the house and move. So for us, that turned into questions like, could we build a better life, not just in a different state, but in a new country? And for us, the answer was a resounding yes. We could reduce our expenses so that we could semi-retire and create that retirement adventure of our dreams. For us, this is an ongoing process that is completely worth it. Today, since we are currently renting, our money is invested and making us more money. But we are shopping for that property that is calling our name and within our price range. The journey is all part of the adventure. So lately, Leslie keeps having me tell you about her commune, and she is starting to make me think that she's really going to do it. I think I'm invited. I guess we will just have to all wait and see. But really, I do want to talk about the thought process that many people overlook. For centuries, as people aged, families lived together and took care of one another. So why can't you pool your money with like-minded people in order to create a secure, safe, fun, and abundant lifestyle? No, we don't have to grow our own bananas, but on this island, we sure could. Today in the States, families no longer live together as they age, but I want you to think about all the retirement communities in Florida. People move to these places in order to find a social community of people in about the same economic situations as themselves with similar interests, etc. And as they age, they all pitch in and help one another. It is really lovely. So Leslie's commune is not really that far-fetched, as long as it comes with a pool and a garden. Keep your eyes peeled for something fun in the future. As we wrap up, we would like you to think about what your next adventure is. Open your mind on how you can make it happen, and you just might find some like-minded people out there in the world. Add your tips in the comments below. Life is short. We should have done this sooner. Please give us your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what we can help you with. For example, planning your journey from the scouting trip through getting settled in Madeira. Join us on Patreon, where we will help you with a NIF, connect you with our trusted real estate agent, immigration team, tax attorney, etc. The descriptions of our videos holds links to our Patreon, planning a one-to-one call, and affiliates. We hope you continue to come along with us on our new adventure. Life is short. We should have done this sooner. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help us grow. The next stage in your life is a journey. Enjoy it.